So today was probably the most dramatic day we've had in court so far. It was the much anticipated cross-examination of the Prime Minister's former Chief of Staff, Nigel Wright, by Don Bain, who is, of course, Mike Duffy's attorney and is a force to be reckoned with. In fact, it was kind of like the irresistible force meeting the immovable object, because as strong as Bain was, and he did manage to, I think, put Wright a bit on the defensive a few times, Wright was pretty adamant in response. He didn't go back on anything he'd said, but from Bain's perspective, he was able to get Wright to elaborate at length on the fact that, yeah, he actually did think Duffy had a case as far as the residency claims, and that he may have technically been entitled to collect those payments. More importantly, from Donald Bain's perspective, he was able to go through at exhaustive length all of those emails that have come out in discovery, with the emails between the Prime Minister's office, the Senator LeBreton's office, Mike Duffy, Mike Duffy's lawyer, all of which do not paint a particularly attractive picture of how the Prime Minister's office and Mr. Wright were handling this. In that sense, I think that this was probably a more damaging day from the Conservative perspective. If I were Stephen Harper or Stephen Harper's media advisory people, I wouldn't want to be answering questions on what came out today. It wasn't so much that we learned things that were new, it's that we were given voice and depth to what was going on. And I think Mr. Bain didn't do a pretty good job of establishing his case, which was that this force kind of arrayed to have Mr. Duffy do something, and once they had made up their mind, he really had not many choices left. So that's what happened today. It continues tomorrow and possibly into next week. We're not sure how long Mr. Wright's going to be in the witness box, but we'll be back here tomorrow to see the next act.